So since Dragon Ball Super Broly will be going over the events of Dragon Ball Minus, the manga written in 2014 by Akira Toriyama, it is a bonus chapter for the Jarko Galactic Patrolman Collected release. Everyone knows about Dragon Ball Minus by now because of this Broly film and the second trailer, so here are some things that I want to see improved from Minus to the Broly flashbacks, the flashbacks in Dragon Ball Super Broly, the film, going over the events of Dragon Ball Minus. I mean, Dragon Ball Minus is a very flawed manga. It's probably one of the worst stories written by Toriyama in the Dragon Ball universe. So here are some, key points to actually, fix some of the issues with Dragon Ball Minus, retcons and issues aside. I'm talking about narratively, not so much, continuity-wise, but, narratively, here are some things that Dragon Ball Super Broly should include to improve the experience of, the flashbacks that, are basically taken from Dragon Ball Minus, that bonus chapter. So the Bardock special thrived from, on Bardock being an unknown Saiyan rebelling against Frieza. He was a nobody in the Bardock special. That was what made the prequel good. Like, Bardock doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of Dragon Ball, and, he was an unknown Saiyan. But in Minus, so much attention is brought onto the fact that he's Goku's father, and Bardock is this really important person. That's the vibe that we kind of get anyway. Bardock has turned into an important person, but that wasn't really the idea of the Bardock special. Bardock is an unknown lone warrior standing against Frieza and rebelling against him, and then he's killed and forgotten about. But in Minus and this new movie, a lot of attention is brought onto the fact that, Goku's father and mother are important figures. So much importance is brought onto Bardock and Gine in Minus, but we don't know Bardock and Gine, because Gine and Bardock just, they don't have really any scenes together in the Dragon Ball Minus chapter. And so in the Broly film, I just want to get to know Bardock and Gine way more, and that would actually rectify it, because if they are going down this path of, Bardock and Gine being these really important, Saiyans, that's what they're being sort of, described as in this new continuity with Minus and stuff, let's get to know Bardock and Gine a bit more, as they are being portrayed as these important Saiyans, quote-unquote. So that's one thing that I want, because Minus didn't really expand on Bardock or Gine at all. I mean, there wasn't really any development there, so I would love to see that moving forward in this Broly movie when the events of Minus are retold. So Bardock doesn't even discover that Frieza wants to blow up the planet. So the whole, point of Minus is Bardock has a hunch, that Frieza will blow up the planet because he's recalling all of the Saiyans on duty on other planets to go back to planet Vegeta, and Bardock has a hunch that Frieza might be blowing up the planet or eradicating the Saiyans, so then he takes, Gine and Goku, and then, Bardock and Gine, they both send Goku off to a, in a spacecraft, and then they, ship him out off to space, and then he lands on Earth. So why doesn't any of the Saiyans pick up on this? It's only Bardock and Gine. So what I want to happen in the Dragon Ball Super Broly film, I actually tweeted about this as well, is that I want Bardock and Gine to discover that Frieza wants to blow up the planet, and not just, send Goku out into space based off of a hunch, because that's stupid and sloppy writing. And I get that it's like 16 pages and it's a bonus chapter for a collected release of Jarko the Galactic Patrolman, but still, it's like, if you can't write a story effectively in 16 pages, don't write it at all. And now, for this feature-length movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, they have room to expand upon the Dragon Ball Minus story, and Bardock should discover that Frieza wants to blow up the planet, not just a hunch, that's just lazy storytelling. So I hope that gets improved in Dragon Ball Super Broly. If it does, that would be good. And, retcons aside and, plot holes aside, because, Bardock was wearing his special, outfit, the outfit from the Bardock special in the original manga, and now he's wearing his Minus gear. It's a retcon. however way you want to slice it. Also, a couple of other things are retcons, but I don't want to make this into a retcon video. Gita 101 is going to cover that anyway. But I did want to like talk about more of the narrative side and how Dragon Ball Super Broly can fix a lot of the issues that Minus has from a narrative point of view by just expanding and stretching the idea. And also, this is just a minor thing, but Dragon Ball Minus shoes in Super Saiyan God. Don't shoe in Super Saiyan God in this movie. Frieza explains the reason why he's blowing up the planet is because of Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God legend. And I get that Minus wanted to be cute and reference the new form that appears in Battle of Gods, but as we are going over the same events in Broly, just don't refer to Super Saiyan God and, just stick to the Super Saiyan legend. And if Frieza's worried about Super Saiyan God, why would he be worried about regular Super Saiyan just as much? Like, why are they on an equal playing field? Super Saiyan God is much stronger, so why isn't he focusing on his attention on that? But anyway, Gine mentions that, in the Minus manga chapter, Gine mentions that she might have softened Bardock's heart in Minus and, because he's showing affection to his son. And, it's only mentioned that she softened Bardock's heart, but actually show that in the upcoming film more and more. Maybe start out with Bardock just killing, like, random monsters, and he did that in Minus, but it wasn't really expanded upon. Show that, and then, show Bardock slowly getting, basically changed by Gino. I mean, that would be cool. And then also just one final note, as we're going over the Minus stuff in Dragon Ball Super Broly, cut out everything to do with Jarko and, because Jarko, the Galactic Patrolman, he ties into the Dragon Ball Minus chapter at the very end. And also the, cut out everything to do with Goku versus Frieza being a fated battle out of the Broly film, because it's kind of cheap and cliche, and it only adds artificial importance to the narrative. Something is important, and basically they are just saying, look how important it is, that's how they build artificial importance out of this Goku versus Frieza fight. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. What do you guys think of Dragon Ball Super Broly Trailer 2? I thought it was quite good, especially the English dub. That was really good, and I was excited to hear King Cold again and all of that stuff. And yeah, so what did you guys think about Trailer 2? And also, what would you change? So, Dragon Ball Super Broly is retelling the events of Dragon Ball Minus. What would you add to those events in the Broly film, and how would you want Dragon Ball Minus to be adapted into Dragon Ball Super Broly? What do you want added? What do you want removed? What do you want changed? Let me know in the comments. That's going to do it for me. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.